refresher course. Thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not steal, and thou shalt not disrespect others.
Ma'am, what is disrespectful is your hair right now. It is atrocious in this interview. It's so bad.
But also, like, no, you are not the Lord.
And also, what is atrocious is your racism. And also, what is atrocious is your favoritism. And also, what is atrocious... I mean, I could keep going on and 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 on.
I don't understand why you think you're God's greatest gift to ballet.
She's not.
And or the dance world. Because, honey, let me tell you. You're not. You're not. 3 days before competition. Here comes the packing list.
Don't worry, guys. I paused it and I wrote down everything that's on there. Ready? Outfits. Red and black traveling outfit. Think pink. Animal print safari. Black and white nighttime. Cocktail dress. Vintage floral. Odds and ends. Bathing suits. Cover up. Red and black sweatsuit. New pink cover up. Toiletries, night clothes, shoes. And then at the bottom it says, if you bring it, you carry it.
Which I also have to agree with that. If you bring it, you carry it.
But I do agree on the sentiment of having a pack list, making sure that when you're taking classes, when you're taking different pictures, you know, it does look better to have everyone looking the same. I don't necessarily agree with we have to be matchy-matchy at all times with a theme.
When we go to a competition, everyone involved is representing me, Abby Lee Miller. So I want my girls to look professional, and I want the moms to look professional too.
I absolutely get that. You want to make sure that everyone looks the best that they can.
Okay, we went to quite a few competitions.
Yeah.
We also never stayed where everybody else stayed.
Correct.
Okay, so like we really didn't do a whole lot of things because our father works for a hotel company. But like I don't ever remember us doing things as a team.
Well, we didn't because we weren't filming a TV show.
But like...
But our studio was also really cliquey. I was in the company. We had a huge company.
Yeah.
We had a whole lot of people. So, I mean, they have 7 dancers. So it's a lot easier to get everyone together. Going to a restaurant with 16 people, including Abby and Gianna, that's not out of the realm of possibilities. But going to a restaurant with 40 plus people and even more because there were a lot of sibling sets. We'd have a lot of siblings that were either in the junior company and senior company and with only one parent that took them. So I think logistically it wouldn't have worked. I remember a bunch of different competitions. I had to leave early and so you would either go back with different people because I had to leave to go do something else. I remember that happened with Wild. I remember Mary Hannah and I leaving because we had rehearsal that night.
I don't remember any of that, so...
I remember that really vividly.
The reason we do this is so it's easy for me to find the kids. When I'm traveling with children and I need to get them quickly, I want to take a photo, somebody shows up, and then they all look good for my program book.
I get that. And then Kathy is shocked to learn that the themes are not just for the children, they're also for the adults. They're for everybody.
Oh, Kathy, you have lots to learn.
But she is so upset.
When Candy Apples steps out, we do it in style. We don't dress like the help.
But also, like, these themes are, like, just suggestions on, like, whatever you got in your closet.
Yeah.
In the
they're pretty broad.
Like,
I mean, one was like a black and white nighttime formal.
Right, so it's not like you're going out dressing like a maid.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's what you choose.
Ma'am.
But like, there are plenty of black and white dresses that are cute. So you just choose to look at.
You choose to look like a hot mess all the days.
You do remember that I am not the team player, and we will be packing at home. And what we pack is what we're bringing. This may not be totally conducive.
Your child an outcast.
Oh, we would love for Vivi to blend.
Yes.
But the reason why we're here is to stand out.
We knew.
Ma'am, we know.
I like to say that I'm smarter than the average bear, and I like to pull the rug out from underneath them and take their focus away from what's going on so that I get my way.
Kathy.
You are just full of it.
It's 2 days to the competition.
So Kathy and Vivi are in the car, and Kathy's telling Vivi about Star Power's costume award.
Kathy is like so super duper excited, and Vivi is just like, stop.
I would love for Vivi to be able to have the opportunity to model in a costume book because that's what I did when I was little. And it was a great experience, very exciting. And I think it would be wonderful to know that her picture was going all over the country.
And she's talking about photographers that are going to be there, and then she lets it slide. She's like, well, maybe Mom can get in a couple of shots.
That's the reason you want to do it.
Yeah.
Got it. We got it.
My mom wants me to be famous. I don't want to be a model.
Good for you, Vivi. Stand up for yourself. Tell your mom no. N-O. I am the middle child, so I am the no child, and it is very liberating. Let me tell you.
Okay, now we're seeing the group dance for the first time, and they're using chairs.
So she's just like harping on Nia, and I hate it.
Yeah.
She's all like, where are your arms? Last night at dinner with your dad.
I hate that she's picking on Nia, but I have to say that's really funny.
She says it's frustrating to watch Nia dance because she makes the same mistakes. As a teacher, I understand where she's coming from because I also too often get upset with kids because they make the same mistakes. And I have to like sit back and remind myself like they're a kid, they're trying to learn, and it hasn't clicked for them yet.
Yeah.
So yes, I agree with Abby in that statement, but like,
You gotta check yourself.
right.
I've done the same thing teaching before, so I absolutely understand.
Right. It's hard.
I try to do everything right, but sometimes it's too hard.
Life is too hard, Nia. I
But
understand.
also feel it.
And now we have it, folks. Our costume reveal.
And Abby tells us that Nia's costume is a satire on the drag queen image.
Huh?
Man, what is that? What does that mean?
What?
Nia loves it because it's something different and fun. And I mean, as a child, like, who wouldn't if you don't understand the implications of the stereotyping and all of that?
But don't worry, Queen Holly arrives just in time.
Yeah,
Literally in
she's
the nick
not
of time.
happy. And then in my notes I put, apparently Brooke and Chloe are doing solos. Who knew? Because at that point, none of them had been mentioned. We hadn't seen them rehearsing.
Why is my daughter the only one dressed in animal print? Is this a joke? All the other girls get feminine, beautiful, whimsical costumes that aren't typecasting them.
Pull over, people. Abby is about to drop a bombshell that she wants Nia to wear an afro.
Danger, 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 danger. This is just bad. I don't like it.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I don't have an afro. That's not the Black experience that we know. And there's nothing wrong with Laquifa, the Laquifas of the world, but that's not Nia's experience. It is not my experience. My name is Holly. I'm as far away from Laquifa as you can get. That is not who I am, and that is not who Nia is.
Holly wants her daughter to be like every other little girl. Nia has an advantage over everybody else. She can play many different ethnicities, and it's my job to make her capitalize those opportunities. Different is good. She has what it takes, and yet her mom wants her to be like Paige and Maddie and Chloe. This is show business. When they're looking for somebody different, they're gonna love Nia.
Ma'am, what?
Okay, I don't think that Holly wants her kid to be the same as everybody else.
No.
I understand why she doesn't want her kid to just be typecast.
Absolutely.
Because why just typecast her?
Well, okay, so I don't want to speak for Holly because, one, I'm white. I can never speak to her experience. But as a viewer and as someone who has spent a good amount of time in the entertainment industry, I think what she's saying and what she's trying to get across is that she wants her daughter to be afforded like the same opportunities, and when she's given those opportunities, not focusing on the fact that she is quote unquote ethnic, which makes me vomit every time Abby says that, and playing into like the stereotype or the tokenism of it all, but just really give her a dance that shows off her ability and challenges her and helps to move her along in the training. And I don't think this dance does that, and I don't think we've seen anything like that. Again, just as a white woman, I'm not trying to speak for Holly, but that's what I feel like she's trying to tell us.
Right, absolutely, and I get it. Why would you just want your daughter to just be stereotyped and be trapped in this bubble? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like she needs to have, I think all the girls need to have the same opportunities to do all of these dances to learn and grow as dancers.
Absolutely. I think Holly doesn't want her to be seen as really one-dimensional. Like,
Right.
oh, whenever you need someone to be ethnic, pull in Nia because she's ethnic. Well, that's not okay. That's not acceptable. Give Nia opportunities and let her shine as a dancer.
Days to the competition, there's only one day to the competition.
You're ridiculous. Holly, Kelly, and Chrissy they're out to dinner. I don't really know. It's not really clear.
I never drink, but after having to buy an afro and seeing that leopard costume, I've about had.
And all I have to say to that is buckle up, baby. You're going to need a lot more wine.
Really, though?
Maybe even something a little bit stronger.
Yes.
I never denied my black heritage. Very proud of it, but I don't want to be as stereotypical
I
from the
agree with
70s
that.
wearing an afro.
I absolutely see her point of view. I don't understand it, obviously, as a white person, but I see her point of view.
I think Holly's being a little overdramatic. Her daughter's wearing an afro wig. What's the big deal?
Kelly.
All I have to say is I'm going to just hope that this is because it's 2011 and again, not 2021 when she said this. I hope that now she would look at this a little bit differently. But it's the ignorance for me, you know?
Yeah.
For me, it's very political. Politics is all about who has the power and who has the control. I don't have the power to choose Nia's music. Abby gets to choose that. And Abby has the control and the power in depicting how she wants Nia portrayed.
Yes, I have nothing to say, but yes. Oh my gosh, Peyton.
Buckle up, baby. It's competition day. Here
What?
we are. We are loaded up on that bus.
Well, everyone except for Kathy and Vivi.
Kathy, get your shit together. Get
Yeah.
on the damn bus. Don't worry, we're 2 minutes in, and Abby's already laying into poor bus driver Jim about the way he's going and is driving. We get the weekly reminder that the judges are going to be looking for technique, showmanship, costuming, and passion. This week we said passion.
She did add that in, which I thought was nice. But, like, we get it. Every week you tell us, we know.
Kathy's too good for us. She gets to ride in the Mercedes while we're on the bus. Who does she think she is? We all know it's a C-class.
Ma'am, you're allowing it. So, like, shut the fuck up.
Right, stop.
Shut
If you
up.
didn't want it to happen, then you should have not allowed her to come. Here we are.
Somebody at the wig shop thought I was crazy getting an afro for a 10-year-old girl. There are lots of wigs I would like to choose from for Nia. I would never select an afro wig. I would like for Nia to be beautiful and not stereotyped as someone with an afro from the 70s.
Again, absolutely. It's sad.
It's very sad. This is my favorite scene
I love this.
ever. So Abby has fallen asleep on the bus and her mouth is wide open.
Like a guppy.
So Paige and then Chloe and Nia,
Oh, yeah, they're being like co-conspirators.
yes, puts a gummy worm in Abby's mouth.
And she wakes up and she's like,
I love it. It's so funny, and it kind of just takes away from the Abby that we see in the show, and that's a moment that I like hope that the girls had like a good relationship with Abby.
yeah, I think
At
at
some
this point,
point-
most of them do.
Getting sleep on a bus with a bunch of kids just doesn't work.
No shit.
Well, they've arrived at Star Power.
Holla frickin' Luya.
We learned that the competition's running 30 minutes ahead of schedule. And
Wait,
ma'am,
excuse me, what?
right? Have you ever heard of that?
So, like, how does that happen? Like, how did they get that far ahead?
I don't know. Unless people just didn't show up.
Which is possible, I
Yeah.
guess. I think it's always like, we're running 16 hours behind, excuses, sorry, we'll be there later. Like,
Yeah.
2 a.m. and we're still on Act 27.
Yeah. And Maddie and Melissa are getting into another tiff.
We had 30 minutes to get our kids ready. They had to be stretched. We had to put French twists in their hair, fake eyelashes, all their makeup. It was crazy.
Ma'am, 30 minutes is the typical call time for a theater job and you have to warm up vocally, like, what's the problem here?
Like, are you used to getting there like an hour early so you have an hour to prepare?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
I can't deal with Maddie's attitude. She's 8 years old, and sometimes she thinks she's 16.
I wonder who could fix that. Maybe her mom.
What?
Who's that?
Huh?
Yeah.
Her
the person
mom?
who's not concerned with being her best friend. Whoa, what's that?
Melissa's always freaking out on Maddie before the competitions. I feel bad for Maddie.
Melissa is always on time.